Just continue our discussion about self-inductance. In the last class, we have seen what is self-inductance and we have defined it also, and we have written a mathematical equation for self-inductance. One way to define self-inductance is it is Weber turns per ampere. Self-inductance is also called as coefficient of self-induction. Let me write the formula. L is phi by I, or if a coil has n number of turns, then L will become n phi by I. Also, we have seen that the induced EMF in the coil E is minus L into di by dt, where L is known as self-inductance. E is minus L into di by dt. How did we get this equation? You can refer the previous video for all the explanation, like how did we get L is n phi by I. That's a basic definition. But how we got E is minus L into di by dt, you can refer the previous video for all the details. And now I will continue from this equation. E is minus L into di by dt, and we know the negative sign indicates that the induced EMF opposes the very cause producing it. That's by Faraday's law. Now we'll take only the magnitude. Magnitude of E is L into di by dt. Let us neglect the sign. The sign just indicates that it's the shows the opposing nature of the induced EMF. Now E is L into di by dt. Now if the rate of change of current, if di by dt is 1 ampere per second, if the rate of change of current in a coil is 1 ampere per second, then the magnitude of E is equal to L. So I can say that a coil has a self-inductance of 1 Henry. 1 Henry. L is 1 Henry. If a current of, or if the rate of change of current in the coil is changes as unity, and the induced EMF is also unity. Or I will write the definition here. Now I can define the self-inductance of the coil as equal to induced EMF in the coil when the rate of change of current in it is unity. So this is another way of defining the self-inductance. Self-inductance of the coil is defined as the EMF induced in the coil, EMF induced in the coil. The self-inductance is equal to EMF induced in the coil according to this equation. Self-inductance of the coil is defined as the EMF induced in the coil when the rate of change of current through the coil is unity. Rate of change of current in the coil is unity. L equal to E if di by dt is 1 ampere per second. We can define L using this equation. L equal to induced EMF when di by dt is 1 ampere per second. That is what I have written here. The self-inductance of the coil is defined as the EMF induced. So L equal to E, EMF induced in the coil when the rate of change of current in the coil is unity. Here di by dt is unity. When di by dt is unity, L becomes equal to E. Now what is the SI unit of L? The SI unit of self-inductance is Henry. SI unit of L is Henry, denoted by H. Denoted by H. Now when do we get 1 Henry? We can also define it as, like, if I write E is, what is a Henry? So if E is L into di by dt, from this equation I can write L as E divided by di by dt. Therefore the unit of L, that is 1 Henry. So this will become 1 Henry when E is 1 volt and the rate of change of current is 1 ampere per second. So 1 Henry is equal to 1 volts, and second will come to numerator, volt second per ampere, right? 1 Henry, because L in henries, E in volts, di by dt in ampere per second. Therefore 1 Henry equal to 1 volt, and S here it is in the denominator, so it will go to the numerator, volt second per ampere. Therefore self inductance of a coil is said to be 1 Henry if an EMF of 1 volt gets induced in the coil when the rate of change of current is 1 ampere per second. So we can write thus: a coil is said to have a self inductance of 1 Henry I'll write 1 Henry. Self inductance of 1 Henry if 1 volt is induced in it. 1 volt is induced in it when the rate of change of current, or when the current through it changes at the rate of 1 ampere per second. From this equation it is clear. A coil is said to have a self inductance of 1 Henry when 1 volt is induced in it, when the current through it changes at the rate of 1 ampere per second. Coil is said to have self inductance of 1 Henry if 1 volt is induced in the coil when the rate of change of current in the coil is 1 ampere per second. This is another way to define the self inductance, or the unit of self inductance, 1 Henry. Now we'll see what is the self inductance of a solenoid, or self inductance of a long air core solenoid. This is a derivation. Self inductance of a long air core solenoid. The core is air. Self inductance of a long air core solenoid. Now consider a solenoid. Of length L. Consider air core solenoid of length L. having cross section area of A and having n number of turns per unit length, that the current flowing through the solenoid is I. Let me write these quantities. L is the length of the solenoid, let small n is the number of turns per unit length, capital N is the total number of turns which the solenoid have, and I is the current through the solenoid. We will assume these quantities. Let L is the length of the solenoid, I is the current through the solenoid, and n is the number of small n is the number of turns per unit length, and A is the cross sectional area of the solenoid. A, cross sectional area. Now we know when we take a long air core solenoid, or when we take a long solenoid and a current is passed through it, a magnetic field is set up, and magnetic field inside the solenoid is constant, or the solenoid itself behaves as a magnet, and the magnetic field is given by mu naught Ni. This we have seen in the last chapter. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is uniform and constant, as the magnetic field inside the solenoid is given by B is equal to mu naught into N into I. Now magnetic flux linked in it. Why I am doing all this is my idea is to find out self inductance. So L is phi by I. L is phi by I, and we have assumed I want to know what is flux. That is why I have written the magnetic field, and now I can calculate the magnetic flux. Magnetic flux linked with the solenoid, or linked magnetic field linked with it, you can write, or linked in it. Magnetic flux linked is 5 is equal to total number of turns multiplied by B into A. BA cos theta, and we know here the area vector and the field are parallel to each other, and theta becomes 0. So NBA cos 0, or there is a maximum flux linked with the coil. Phi is NBA. This also we have seen how to calculate phi when we did the derivation to find out the magnetic field in a solenoid when a current I is passed through it. You can refer the previous class notes for detail of finding out phi. Phi is NBA. Now substitute this B from this equation. And what is N? N is total number of turns. Therefore, capital N is total number of turns in the solenoid, that is number of turns per unit length multiplied by L. And B we have as mu naught N into I. So this equation can be written as 5 is equal to, now substitute these quantities. Why n is n into L? N is the total number of turns. So this is number of turns per unit length multiplied by L. Therefore 5 is n into L into mu naught n into L into mu naught n I A, or this will become equal to mu naught n square mu naught n square into L into A into I, or self inductance L is 5 by I, which will become equal to, from this equation you write what is 5 by I, which is mu naught n square L into A. Self inductance of a solenoid is given by this equation, mu naught n square L A. L is mu naught n square L A. Or you can also, if we substituting n as or writing in terms of capital N, you can write also L as mu naught into n by L whole square into L A, which is equal to, why? Because n is number of turns per unit length. So if you want to write in terms of capital L, you can write that also, mu naught n square into A by L, mu naught n square A by L. You can use any one equation. L is mu naught n square L by A, sorry, L into A, or mu naught n square A by L. This we got by substituting n is n by L, capital N by L. Mu naught capital N square into A by L, or mu naught small n square into L into A. Now if the core of the solenoid has made up of magnetic material of relative permeability mu r, then you have to multiply this equation by mu r. Self inductance L of air core solenoid is given by mu naught n square L into A. Remember this equation, L is mu naught n square L into A. We will do some sums based on this in the coming class.